Welcome to Blackout, a cooperative Euro strategy game which takes 3 to 6 players into a story of humanity surviving and outlasting the challenges that face them. Blackout is a game set in an alternate universe, where in 2050 a group of aliens create a Dyson sphere. It's just a big round energy ball around the sun, around our solar system sun overnight. Now the population of Earth must work together to keep the remaining population alive by living in domes, only heated by the bright lamps that surround the homes and workspaces. In this 1 to 2 hour cooperative strategy game, 3 to 6 players must work together to remove any disasters that come their way and eventually try to survive the hardest struggle they must face, a blackout. To start this game, we are going to go through some key words and some key phrases to understand the game a lot better. If we look down here, this is the D20, this is the D6, this is the event tokens, black, yellow, white, blue, green, red. This is our job card, this is our home sector, this is our resource tokens, and this is the, what is it called?
The turn tracker.
The turn tracker. To start things off, set up the board. Each board includes 6 population tiles, 2 specialty tiles, and 3 light tiles. Each tile must be lit up by being placed directly next to a light tile. So I'll just do that right here. Each light tile must be accessible by a blank tile called a pathway. You do not have to have the population tiles next to a pathway, but specialty tiles also must be connected to a pathway. This would be an incorrect board setup because this tile is not being lit up, nor can it be accessed by a pathway tile. If I place it here, it is now accessible. This is an accessible board. All the tiles are being lit up. There is a way to access every single tile, every single light tile and specialty tile by the outside. And if I connect it to another board, I have two pathway tiles directly touching one another. Each board must then interact with another player's board by connecting it to at least 2 other players' boards adjacent to another. If a player's board is not directly adjacent to 2 other players' boards, it is not a correct setup. Turn order. Turn order is established by the first player is established by whoever turned on the lights in their current room. If you don't remember that, then simply try to name the movie of Alvin and the Chipmunks 2. Turn order starts with the first player on the first round placing 1 specialty token on the first one on the number counter. This number goes up left to right during the event and eventually reaching the end. At the start of the next event, you instead place it back at the top, and if it were to go over 19, you would place 1 there and then place 1 here and then add them up to once another. There are some specialty tokens that jobs may have. For example, the politician has an additional meeple corresponding to the delegate. All additional meeples are placed inside. The specialty ones are placed directly next to each other if there is another meeple, or it would be described on the card itself. The specialties are the politician, which has an additional meeple that can collect resources for you. The gambler, which allows you to risk your chances to gain more resources. The mail carrier, which moves faster than more resource tokens that they have on their chip, on their job tile. The magician would be a master manipulation and can move population tiles and other tiles around the board very easily to allow players to interact and solve problems more easily. We also have an engineer, which is great at repairing and emergency control, and an explorer, which is great and very skilled at gathering resources. Once all board has been set up and the play has been established, please start the first event. There would be 3 events in the game corresponding to easy, medium, and hard. The last event will always be a blackout event in which some kind of lights go off. There's also